Hello friends, today we will talk about the in the NATing series. I would like to tell you about today. It's overload, that is nothing but our port address translation. For that, let us have that 1841 router. I'll place it out, then I will take the two switches and one PC on the left hand side, server on the right hand side. So what I do, I will just connect these cables accordingly. FA00 to another port and FA01 to the another port. Let me connect the PC also and the servers, of course. So let me rearrange these things properly so we'll get an idea that how things are running on. This is about the port address translation which you are going to see. Let me make it as bigger so that you can see it clearly. On the right hand side, I can just say this is an outside. This is outside. And this is inside. Inside. Spelling mistake. Okay. Inside. So inside interface, of course, we will be keeping it in the private addressing scheme. I'll give this address as 192.168.1.1/24. For the outside, I'll just keep it as like in a public address 202.1.1.1/24. And the server is going to have this address as 202.112/24. And the gateway is 202.11, of course. And the PC IP will be 192.168.1.10/24, and the gateway will be 192.168.1.1. So whenever I'm trying to reach this outside server, which is in the internet, the router will be doing the NATing translation, but this time it's going to do with the patting in the sense port address translation. Port address translation, that is PAT. So earlier we've seen the static NAT and dynamic NAT. This time we are seeing the port address translation. So inside interface will be having the private address. Outside interface will be having the public address. So let me configure this router. And let me say no here. Make it enable. Config terminal. Interface 00, IP address 192.168.1.1. 24-bit mask and shutdown. FA0/1 IP address will be 202.111. 24-bit mask again. Shutdown and right. So now I saved these configurations. Let me see these cables are coming up. It's still amber here. Let it become green so that we can able to ping the PC as well as the server to verify the connectivity between the server and the routers and the PCs and other things. Let's wait for some more time. Now it's become green. This will also become green now because the cable is getting checked now. So both are up. Now let me go and try ping the PC. PING 192.168.1.10. It's working. Not working. Oh, I didn't give him the PC IP. So let me go ahead and give the IP of the PC here in desktop. And I'll give it like 192.168.1.10. 192.168.1.1 will be the gateway. I go here. I'll give the IP address for the server 202.1.2.202.1. That's it. I'll verify the connectivity. Config ping 202.1.1. I can able to ping it. I can able to ping the outside interface of the router from the server. Same thing I should be doing that inside interface. I need to ping it up 2.168. So I can ping. Means the PC is connected to the router. The server is connected to the router. From the router, I'll check it out. Pinging. It's working. So now I'll ping the server 202.1.1. Okay. So now we are going to do the port address translation, so that we require the configuration steps for that. Port address translation is a little bit different from the dynamic address translation as well as static address translation. Port address translation can be utilized when we are not having the enough public IP addresses with us. We would like to share only one IP to all the people, whoever is connecting to the router from the inside interface. So let me configure. There is a pool need to be configured, IPNAT Cisco. Spelling mistake. NAT. IPNAT pool Cisco. Starting address I'll take it as like 65.111. Ending address will also be like 65.111, and the net mask value will be 255.255.0. So this is the pool I created. Starting and ending address is going to be the same. Means we have only one IP, so we will be, doing the PAT address translation by using the one IP. So who can access this? I just need to give the access list for this. Access list 10 permit 192.168.1.0 000.255. The entire subnet I am giving the access. So now the command comes that I just need to do it with the natting commands need to be given. IPNAT source. Again mistake. IPNAT source list 10 pool Cisco overload. This is the command I just need to give it. When I'm doing the dynamic NAT configuration, I don't need to do this overload command because we will be using a pool of addresses will get mapped to the pool of inside IPs. But here in this case, the pool of addresses are not there in the dynamic outside interfaces. So we will be using the overload command. The overload command will take care of how the packets are getting transferred between the inside to outside by using the port numbers. I'll be able to explain you this in a couple of minutes now. IPNAT source. There is a spelling mistake. There is a command mistake. It's a IPNAT source. Source inside. That is it. IPNAT inside source. That is not IPNAT source. IPNAT inside source list pool 10. Listed 10 pools is covered. Sorry for my mistake. It's a IPNAT pool Cisco. We are using the same word Cisco. The access list is 10, so I'm doing the 10. And I'm mapping the internal subnet, whatever the pieces are remaining on the inside interface. So I just given this. The next step is going to be like, I just need to apply these things to the inside and outside interfaces. IPNAT inside. Then I'll have to apply this to the outside. IPNAT outside. So the configuration is over. Now I'll just check that show IPNAT translations. There is nothing because no person is trying to access the outside internet. So I can check this also, show IPNAT statistics also. I can check statistics. So the pool is starting is 65 and ending with the same address. Total address is only one. Allocated is 0. Misses are 0 because we are not accessing at all. Let me go back to the diagram and I will access it from the PC. I'll go to the PC, then I'll access the web service. http://202.112. I'm able to access it. So let me come back to the router. Now I'll verify the translations. You can see that 65.111. That is a public IP is being used, but with the different port numbers 1025 and 1026. This is called as the port address translation. What I do now is like 80 is nothing but the HTTP access is happening from the PC to the router, sorry, PC to the server. Let me go back and I will add one more PC and I'll connect the cable to the internal. and I'll just verify whether it is coming up. We need to configure the IP address also, 192.168.1.11/24. Gateway will be 192.168.1.1. Let it become green, so I will configure this IP address for this PC. Okay, anyway, we'll do that, no problems. Let's verify from here like this. 192.168.1.11. 192.168.1. So now it has become green, so I can go ahead and try pinging the router 192.168.1.1. So I'm able to ping it. So what I do now, I'll just directly go to the web browser and I will access this web server. http://202.112. Now I am able to access it. So let me now, I'll go back to the router and I'll verify the translations. See, public IP is the same one. There is no difference at all, but private IP has been changed. 11 from the second PC, 10 from the first PC. Even for the first PC and second PC, it is utilizing the same number which we mentioned in the pool. Only the port numbers are different. 1024, 1026. Like that, even if I'm adding more PCs to that, same public IP will be used from the pool. Let me add one more PC. I'll take this cable, take the cable and I'll connect to the any one of the port. It's okay, no issues. So I'll configure the IP address for this PC will be 192.1.12/24. And the gateway will be 192.168.1.1. Let me configure the IP for this PC. 192.168.1.12, 192.168.1.1. Still, it's amber. Let me go back to the command prompt. Now it's become green, so I can check out. Ping 192.168.1.1. So now let me go back to that browser 202.1.1. I can able to access the web server. So I'll close this and I'll go back to the router. So you can just see 12. That is the third PC, which has also been utilizing the same IP address, but there is a port number is difference. So this is called as a port address translation. Show IP NAT statistics also. Let me try. See that total address is 1, allocated is 1. So hits and misses, you can able to see that this is the pool, this is the access list, and everything is seeing that. Just check that show access list. See that 14 matches are there. These are all accessed from the PCs towards the server. So this is our demo on the practical. I can just say this is a lab for the NAT address translations. So thanks for watching. You can subscribe to my videos on CCNA series. I will be getting back to you soon. Please do watch and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.